And here we go. Well, first of all, first question I want to know is, you walk on the mound, 2 men on, your heart has got to be thumping. What did Trey say to you before you took the mound there?
Just that he had my back the entire time. Throw strikes the best I can. Though he called it a curveball one time. I had to shake him off because I wasn't trusting him. That's my fault right there.
And how'd you feel when, sure enough, defense had your back every single play there? What happened there?
Only thought that I had at that moment was throw it down the pipe, let my defense work behind me. Thankfully, I got Grady and Reed backing me up. Trey was a brick wall back there, so I got them behind me all the way.
And as an assistant coach, this is kind of those high-pressure situations you train for. This is one you face as elite teams at the end of the season. How'd you feel seeing them pull it off?
Really excited. It was pretty nerve-wracking not having Coach Ashmore here, but we just had to leave it in these guys' hands. They did it all, made a few calls, but they came through, so it was awesome.
And speaking of leaving it in someone's hand, a pitcher never wants to step away, but you were up there in the pitch count. How'd you feel about leaving the game over to Mr. Jones here?
I actually don't think it was the pitches count that killed me. I think I had about 8 or 9 more pitches I could have thrown. But, I just walked 2 guys on 9 pitches, and you got to take the ball out of my hands. As much as I hated to leave the ball to him in that situation. Just got a little frustrated, a little bit out of my wits after I struck out in the last at-bat. Pitch I didn't agree with, and a little bit out of my wits, and that carried over. It shouldn't have. That was all on me.
And do you think kind of situations like that, because you got a pretty emotional game coming up here come Wednesday, do you think little situations like that are going to train you for, you might see something like that?
Absolutely. As you said, it's going to be an emotional one, playing humble. I've grown up playing with at least 5 of those guys playing ball. My best friend's over there, Cole Mathis, and so I'm going to be on the mound throwing to him, and that's going to be an emotional one. And I just think this kind of game's going to get us better for that.
And Trey, the team needed a big spark there, especially against an Anderson County team that it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but tell me what happened on that home run ball.
So it's my mom's birthday, so I decided, my brother told me if I didn't do anything crazy, I wasn't able to get that for her, but it was a lot of practice. We hit before we even came here. We did a lot of stuff during the week, and it was a great week for us to practice and stuff, So, yeah.
And let me just say, that home run to start the game, he did it against Anderson County the first time too, and that takes a lot of pressure off the pitcher's back.
Wow.
Breaks the game open for us.
And that wasn't your only hit, but what got you hot tonight? Was it just you'd seen the pitcher before, you knew what to expect? Kind of what was happening here?
Yeah, that could be it. Could be the way I started holding the bat.
This guy.
Could be a bunch of different things, but no, I just think the way we practiced and the way we did stuff this week really helped everything. So it was nice to be able to feel the bat, feel the ball, everything.
And final question goes to you. You got a little bit of a break, of course. That first round for you guys has been kind of a bugaboo some years, but it just feels like if you can get beyond this next week against a really tough Humboldt team, it seems like sky's the limits for you guys. How do you feel about going into this next week of practice and going from there, hopefully?
Yeah, well, we hit the ball well tonight. We definitely still have some things to work on defensively, so hopefully we'll iron that out. But me and Anderson County's coach are talking. We think we have the toughest road there, but we're ready for it. It'll just prepare us for state, and hopefully we make it there. So we just got to look at the next one, which is Humboldt. So hopefully we'll be ready to go.
And what do you guys think? It's a pressure cooker coming up. It's also a local rivalry. How do you feel about this next game?
I think the back end of our schedule, we started out in the 5 seed in this tournament. And I think every team in this regional bracket knows that we are not the 5th best team in this regional. That our last bit of schedule after our league play is tougher than anybody else's schedule. I think that got us ready for this kind of situation. To be able to pull out an 8-7 game in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs. That got us ready for that. So I think we're the most prepared team, but as you said, we have the hardest rap to it. So,
what do you guys think?
I believe everything Grady said is 100% true. We really do have a pretty hard schedule near the end of the season, and that really prepares us for everything that comes our way during regionals. And us being our seeding in regionals, we got a pretty tough way through it, and it's going to be a tough one, but we just got to keep playing and work on some things and get stuff done.
I think we have the group to do it.
I was going to say,
I'm just ready for the next game. Get to see Humboldt, ready to go.
Absolutely. Well, no, that's all I got. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.